Good day, folks. Welcome to 406 Regen. We are almost in Canada. Canada's like 15 miles that direction. Drove way up here to Sunburst, Montana here today to Corey Fox. We are picking up some Johnson Sioux for that. We bought seed for 20 acres for a chicken feed experiment. And the Johnson Sioux is going to be used as a good inoculate, all natural inoculant in biology to help boost the seeds to help grow. So what it is he don't have pipes in here, and some people use worms, but it's compost. You make a nice compost. These are just compost in different stages. Smells really good. I'd say this is what they've been using the most, finishing off you build a nice compost, and then you come over to an extractor. And what this does, this is water, and all these lines make a little bubbler here. You run it off a Honda pump. What you do, to the best of my knowledge and understanding, I haven't watched too many of these videos. You come in, you put your compost in here, and you got every one of those little holes. That's where one of those little blue lines went to. That's the bubbler. It's going to agitate the water, and what that does, it sloughs all the biology off the compost to where you make a nice liquid tea out of it. And I got some in the trunk of my car, so I'll show you that. And what it does is it takes all the biology off the compost and puts it in a nice tea, and the aeration of it is really supposed to make that biology substantially grow a lot better. So I'll walk out here to the trunk of the car. It's not quite as dark as I thought it would be, but like, this is the first time I've ever seen it in person, this whole setup and everything. So he's out spraying in his field today. I thought he was going to be kind of around, but you can see this here just looks like a little bit of person almost didn't know better. You could think that's a little bit of lemonade or something, kind of, but all that biology in there is what's going to help inoculate our seed. And we got a couple of jugs, so yeah, it's going to be very exciting to see my brothers back there looking at their all their grazing stuff. So anyway, this method is called the Johnson Sioux method. There's a few really good people out there that talk about it. I know Corey Fox, the guy that does this setup. He's on YouTube, and he does it, talks about it good. What is it? Is it Jay with the Young Red Angus? Yeah, Jay with the Young Red Angus on YouTube. He is really big into Johnson Sioux, so it's very interesting to look that up. They got a few more step-ins than I do. Now these ring ones, these work perfect for cows. Sheep would laugh at that because you can't put them any lower. Looks like they're a fan of Gallagher. Whether they're a fan of them or that's just what they happen to be able to buy here locally. Spool unwinder? Winder. A winder to help roll it all back up? Mm-hmm. Those big. Yeah, goes in the hitch. That's cool. Yep. Stick it in your receiver hitch. Yep. Wind up those great big rolls. Yeah, well, what? I mean, you start carrying that one around the field. I mean, that's some weight to that thing. You don't want to carry that too far. That is a pretty thick handle. I've never grabbed a Gallagher spool before. Wow. Quite substantial for 5/16 rope. cattle. So 60 pounds, you think, about a spool? Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool. It's always fun to see what different things are. This is your holder. That you pound in the ground, then you can just hook your reel to it, lock it in. I'm surprised they don't. Yeah, I don't know why fencing companies do not grind a point on their step-ins. Wouldn't cost them that much extra. So anyway, yeah, we drove 3.5 hours up here to look this over and talk to him about it, but I guess he got busy, so I have to talk to him on the phone, I guess. But reason we haven't tried doing it ourselves is because we don't have a heated shop, which this one here is just a pull building, but I'm assuming that this stuff gets moved into their other shop in the wintertime to where it's really, really freezing at night when it's active setup. So, but yeah, pretty cool. Evening, folks. Got home from our road trip adventure here just in time to feed the evening chores. You get to get banded in the next couple of days, so that's going to be on the list. We got to get the 2 bull calves we had last fall banded, get them all sorted. What you doing, Marvel? Bully, bully, bully. So as you can all see, they're doing pretty good. It'll be very interesting to see what that Johnson Sioux mix will do for our seed. Our grass hasn't done a whole lot. It greened up early this year, but keeps getting cold at night, so it really hasn't done a whole heck of a lot. Of course, right here, it's not gonna. I mean, it's just coming up from where they were. But even then, I mean, it's filling in fairly nice. Down over here is where they were to begin with, and that's definitely taller and coming in a lot cleaner. But like out there by those bales and stuff, the grass hasn't really growing too much. Oh, got the zoomies. Oh, lost the slow one. Ike tries to keep up with Bear, but he just can't do it on flat out. Ain't that right, Bear? You're the fastest one. Yes. Yes. It's a gorgeous evening. Watch the dogs play. Simple life. Chase sheep, wrestle, run around. Whew. Some days those responsibilities, that'd be awful nice just having that. as you can see, this is where this has had more time to regrow out here. But if you look close, you can tell that it keeps getting nipped. I'm getting tired of everything freezing all the time and nipping it back down. It's slowing my growth down. It's making me upset. That is why we are trying to get as much armor on the ground as we can to control that microclimate better, because it can do this for a long time and then you just don't end up with very good regrowth in the spring. That being said, talking about armor, it's amazing the different practices everybody does. Me, I'm out here, I'm trying to get as much litter and armor on the ground as possible. Farmers, they're getting rid of as much litter as possible. There was one out there earlier burning. There was one over there burning. And just, I've probably seen 6 or 7 people burning their fields in that journey today, which is kind of upsetting, really. But it's different context for different people. Person's got to learn to adapt to everything. So, me, I'm going for as much litter and armor as I can get, because I know that's going to be the fastest and best way to improve the soil, to improve the nutrients in the soil, which will then improve the nutrients in the meat. So I can offer a better product to people, a healthier one that they know is not just false numbers that has been sprayed on with chemicals. So, what you boys doing? This guy, he's on a pill regimen for 10 days because he had a lump up here on his side, and it's gone down now. But I think when the cows destroyed his kennel that he ended up, oh yeah, it's way down. Ended up about the size, getting poked sometime this winter. And then when it warmed up, it flared up on him, so, because it was healed. But other than that lump, the vet didn't drain it. She said she could, but since it was going down, just put him on some antibiotics and see what happens. That was the 2 options we had, and it's like, well, it's not an open wound right now, so I think that's the way we'll do it. We'll just give him pills. So they have been getting meatballs every night. One of them with a pill, and the other one just getting meatballs every night. So, alright, gotta use both hands to feed. Done. Animals are fed. They got water. They're all happy. They've been going through a whole bunch of salt lately, but looks like they're good there too for the night. They'll have that gone tomorrow. One tub's been lasting about 3 days. So, another gorgeous Montana evening here in the springtime. You'll have a good one.